negative wind chills here in Chicago, Illinois, but tonight we have the two hottest teams in the Big East Conference. Jack Field here alongside you calling today's action. The Connecticut Huskies here at the Wintrust Arena facing off against your DePaul Blue Demons. Connecticut comes in as a top 10 team while DePaul is still searching for that signature home win, and what better way to do it here tonight. DePaul and Connecticut both coming off wins. UConn won 75-57 against St. John's, while the Blue Demons are coming off a 20-point win against the Xavier Musketeers. Now the big story, obviously, containing the Connecticut Huskies, no Paige Beckers as she is still recovering from surgery. Expect her to be back maybe around tournament time, but she's going to be out right now. And who's been leading that Connecticut team with her out? It has been a heavy dose of Kristen Williams, who's coming back from her 3-game absence due to COVID-19 protocols. And you also have Carolyn Ducharme as well with 12.1 points per game. Those are 2 of the 5 starters here for the Huskies, along with Nika Mule, Dorka Wahaz, and Olivia Nelson-Oduda. And for your DePaul Blue Demons, Deja Church, Lexi Held, the senior, Sonia Morris, Darian Rogers, and arguably the best freshman in the country, Anisha Morrow, coming in at 20 points and 12.5 rebounds per game. Morrow was recently voted on an ESPN article as the best freshman in the country. Now she's reading recognition for the Wooden Top 25 Women's Player Award. She has been a force to be reckoned with for this DePaul Blue Demons team out of Simeon High School. Doug Bruno has been nothing but pleased with her stats as well as her work ethic, going along to Big East honors and Lexi Held and Sonya Morris. But you can't forget about these Huskies, led by arguably one of the greatest coaches in women's basketball all time, Gino Auriemma. I mean, there's nothing really to say. 11 national championships, over 1,000 wins, comes in with about over 130 losses. His record in just women's college basketball has been impressive. This is his 37th season in general, and looking to add one more national championship after this year. A good crowd here. This game was kind of a late scheduled game, as the game was supposed to take place on New Year's Eve, got canceled due to COVID-19 protocols within, I believe it was DePaul women's basketball's program. And last week, DePaul athletic director announced that this game would be happening tonight at 7 p.m. and a great crowd for what is one of the most chilliest nights here in Chicago. I believe it's still negative wind chills. It definitely was this morning walking to class. It was pretty horrific, I'm not going to lie. But we're ready to get set underway here at the Wintrust Arena. Can DePaul get that win? Can DePaul be ranked for the first time all year long? One of the best offenses in the country, one of the best defenses in the country. Who will prevail? We are about to find out. No. Olivia Nelson-Oduda will be on the tip side for the Huskies alongside Anisha Morrow. UConn comes in as a taller team. It's the reason why that they are one of the best teams in the country at defense as well as rebounding. As we're set to get underway here, I think we're waiting for a commercial to be done from the TV, from the broadcast, who is televising tonight's game. DePaul, second place in the Big East. UConn in first place. A win for the Blue Demons could catapult their season in what's been needing that one signature win at home. They have one loss at home, and that was against the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And that is the last time they've played a ranked team as well. We're set to get underway here. UConn has won the tip. Oduda with the ball up top. Anisha Morrow on her. Morrow falls to the ground. In the corner, a three, and that's off. That's going to be rebounded by Morrow, the freshman out of Simeon High School. Kicks it to Held. Held on the wing. She goes baseline behind the back pass up top to Morris. Morris drives in. The 2 is good. And you got to think what a game this is for Sonya Morris and Lexi Held. Have never beaten UConn in their 4-year tenders here at DePaul. They have one more game against them at UConn and possibly in the Big East tournament. But you want to get one win at least against them, and what better way to get it here at the Wintrust Arena without one of their best players, as there's a foul down low on Darian Rogers. UConn, a team that has been battling injuries and missing players all season long, as Morrow tips that one out of bounds. Like mentioned in the pregame, Kristen Williams has been out for the past 3 games. She was dealing with COVID-19 problems, making her return today. She has arguably been the leader for this Huskies team ever since the Beckers injury. Beckers was averaging about 21 points a game, before that injury, and Gino was saying how he hopes that have her by the Big East, possibly tournament time. Obviously, UConn is a team we expect to see come March Madness time. So Oduda with the ball up top. She's able to hand that one off to Mole. Mole for 3 up top. That one's off the back rim. Morris fights for the ball. She gets the rebound. She loses it. That's going to be a reaching foul on the Huskies. So DePaul will get the ball, stopping the Huskies on their first 2 offensive possessions. So Deja Church, a very improved 3-point shooter, bringing the ball up. Held with it up top as well. Held dribbles inside, hands it off to Morrow. Morrow, mid-range 2. That one bounces in and out, and that's going to be tipped out of the hands, looks like, to Charme. Morrow came from behind and made a play out of it, and you can credit her as why DePaul will get the ball back. Church down low. She goes inside. She will miss that one. Uhas with the rebound. Duda right there in the paint, off the glass, 4-2. And there are UConn's first points of the game from number 20, Olivia Nelson Oduda, the 6'5" forward, seen as Morrow goes in and bounces it in 4-2. Well, going into this year, we talked about Sonya Morris and Lexi Held, and DePaul was still highly touted. Now you bring in Anisha Morrow, and they might have a problem in their hands. A big 3, you could say, as that 3 is off by, looks like that was number 10, Nakia Mule. Held on the wing, off the screen of Morrow. Held drives in, step back 2. She takes it back, gives it to Rogers. Rogers drives inside, goes to Morrow. Mid-range shot is good. The 4th point of the night for Anisha Morrow, and she is picking up where she has left off. So Mule bringing the ball up. Sonya Morris guarding her. And that is a travel right there. That's going to be number 30, Caroline Ducharme, on that turnover. So 7 minutes and counting. DePaul with a 4-point lead. A team that is one of the best defensive teams in the country. DePaul has done a good job in finding those points in the paint as Morrow misses a 3. Ducharme driving in, kicks it out to Mule. Mule up top, goes to Oduda. Oduda drives inside, and she is blocked, but she gets her own rebound, and that's off. Number 14 passes it out. That's in for Ducharme. So Ducharme gets her first 3 of the game. Hit almost every part of the rim as Sonya Morris is on the corner. Morris mid-range 2. That one's off. Uhas with the rebound. Williams up top. Goes to Mule up top. 6'5", Blue Demons lead here. Mid-range 2 off the glass. A chef's kiss and good by Dorka Uhas. And UConn now leads 7-6. Sonya Morris is in the corner, goes inside the Church. Church drives inside, off the glass. Too much power on that one. Mule will bring the ball up, pushes the tempo. Goes in for two, underhand is good, and Doug Bruno is not happy. After the Blue Demons had a 6-2 lead in 52 seconds, UConn has transmitted a 7-0 run, and they now lead 9-6. We're gonna go to a quick break and be right back.
I'm a champion, realize Shaq's mechanism. Yeah, 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 yeah.
All right, Shaquille O'Neal for Rad. This is not your normal PSA. Don't be stupid. Don't drink and drive. If you're gonna go out and have a good time, it's fine, but designate a driver to drive home. Let's stop the madness. Don't drink and drive.
A public service announcement brought to you by the U.S. Department of Transportation, RAD, the National Association of Broadcasters, and the Ad Council.
I don't recycle. I mean, we can just find another planet for your kids to live on, you know?
Noted non-recycler Tommy Crenshaw talks about the future.
Oh, I can totally see finding another planet that can support life when ours fills up with trash.
Log on to yougottabekidding.org and learn about all the ways you can recycle, unless you're into lame excuses like Tommy's.
Hey, recycling's just not my thing. Starting over on a new planet? Now that's exciting.
Don't be that guy, unless you want people looking at you funny. Log on to yougottabekidding.org.
You're listening to Division I Big East coverage, live on Radio DePaul Sports, the student voice of your DePaul Blue Demons.
DePaul Blue Demons trailed 9-6 here at the Wintrust Arena. Jack Field just here for you. It's a one-man show, doing a good job. Got Olivia back in the studio helping me sound good as well, but we're having some fun here tonight. It's a little chilly outside, negative wind chill. I had to wear a turtleneck to the game today. I'm kind of regretting it right now, but I got a turtleneck on at the moment. It's not that hot here in the stadium at least, but we are, we're surviving as they are playing Love Me Sexy here at the Wintrust Arena. We're going to do some new stuff here. We're going to do some DePaul trivia. So I'm going to ask you a question for our viewers or listeners here today. You're going to answer by tagging our Twitter account on Twitter, which is RDP Sports, Radio DePaul Sports, or use hashtag RDP Sports. So the famous question is, how many times has DePaul lost to UConn in a row? They are currently on a losing streak to UConn. What does that losing streak stand at to this date? And you get a bonus point if you name the last time DePaul has beaten the Connecticut Huskies. So once again, how long of a losing streak are the DePaul Blue Demons on against UConn? And the bonus part of that is what year was the last time DePaul beat these Huskies? 9-6 here as DePaul trying to get that signature win. They have one on the road at Kentucky, but they haven't been able to get that one here at the Wintrust Arena. They had a chance here against Notre Dame, but Notre Dame came in and they really controlled the tempo, and DePaul fell in that one. This is going to be, as the schedule looks like right now, DePaul's last home game where they will play a ranked team. They have some other good teams like Marquette and Creighton, but they are not ranked. UConn obviously is almost what you could say the bread and butter of women's college basketball. And, a team that misses their best player is a team that's still ranked 10th in the country. That's how you know how much talent they possess here. As Sonia Morris, mid-range two, that one bounces out. A rebound right there for the Huskies, and Mule will bring the ball up. So UConn on a 7-0 run. DePaul is 0 of their last 4 from the field. Mule on the wing goes inside, loses it. That's not a travel. Doug Bruno pleading his case. Nothing called. Mule kicks it to the corner, and that one's going to be a travel on Westbrook. There was a little iffy call right there. You could have said it was travel earlier, but no call was made. Doug Bruno tried to give his case, but at the end of that possession, a travel was called as Anisha Morrow checks back in after what was a brief timeout. Purcell came in for her. Actually, Purcell will stay in. Deja Church will come out now as Morris's mid-range is off. And Williams with the rebound Westbrook pushes the ball up on the wing. Descharme goes up top. Inside cutting Descharme. Oh, what a beautiful pass and a lay-in for UConn as they lead 11-6. Morris goes in the corner. Purcell looks for an open person. Can't find anything. Morris goes to Held on the wing. Held to Morris on the wing. Morris thinks about it. Jab steps. Goes to Rogers, and that one's going to be a foul on the Huskies. So Kiera Collier will be coming in for Purcell. DePaul has not scored in the last 3:07. Oh, their last 5. Well, UConn is on a 9-0 run in their last 4. As UConn implements a zone a little bit. Morrow on the baseline. Morris in the wing for 3. That one's in and out. That one is off the hands of Rogers, and it will be the Huskies basketball. DePaul in a little bit of a cold shooting to start off this game. 2 of their last 10. They're shooting 3 of 11 total here. So Ducharme comes out. She has 5 points on the day so far. Number 35 will be coming in for her, AZ Fudd. So Williams goes to Fudd. Williams with a jab step, drives in, loses it, gets her own dribble back. Fudd took too many steps there. Might want to take your suitcase next time as she travels, and it'll be DePaul basketball with 3:56 left in this first period. So it's been Morris and Morrow, the only 2 scorers for the Blue Demons, as Held has the ball up top. Can't find anywhere to go. Inside is Morrow. Morrow, spin move, 2 and 1. Nisha Morrow, when she gets in the paint, she does what she wants when she wants. As the Blue Demons trail 11-8. Morrow with 6 points already. She'll be shooting an and 1 free throw for her 7th point in this first period. It has been just a fascinating year for this freshman out of Simeon High School. And she makes the and 1 free throw, and now the Blue Demons only trail by 2. Simeon, obviously a very popular high school within high school sports. If you're familiar with men's basketball, a man named Derrick Rose once went there alongside Jabari Parker. Anisha Morrow is one of the recent projects doing very well out of that high school. Inside, Williams off the glass, 4-2. What a cut by number 13. Tell you one thing, the way that UConn is able to cut, I mean, that's why they're a top 10 team in the country without one of their premier players. So Held drives baseline, step back 2. Oh, so pretty. It swishes in. Little DeMar DeRozan, like you could say, as Held records her first basket of the game. Inside is Williams off the glass and good. She was off balance and threw it off. Appeared to be her left hand, but nevertheless, a nice 2. As Morris with the ball on the corner. Some back and forth action here. Deep 3. That one's off, ooh, and that's going to be a defensive foul, loose ball foul on Oduda. Anisha Morrow, she took a pretty hard fall. She is okay. She's up. That's a little hard fall. You can hear that bang. Maybe my mic caught it a little bit, but that was a hard one. That foul will be on the ground. Team is not in the bonus. Going back to Anisha Morrow, the last time she did not record a double-double was December 3rd. That is just a ridiculous stat line from the freshman this year. And that's going to be a bad pass by Collier. Fudd steals it. Fudd inside to Williams. Williams on the corner. Goes up top to Mule. Williams with the ball up top. Collier on her. Goes inside to Edwards, who just checked in. That's a steal right there. Lexi Held with the ball. Morris She might have touched that, and she didn't. That might be, it looks like, yes, it was off the shoulder of Westbrook. It was almost like a Hail Mary pass. Number 22, Ivana Westbrook, was not facing the ball. She did not know where it was at all. Hit off of her shoulder as Lexi Held now gets the ball. Goes to Morrow inside. Morrow in for two. She took too many steps, and that's going to be a travel. So that's going to be the first turnover by Morrow, who has 2 straight games with 30 points and 15 rebounds plus. And I shot 70% from the field. I wish I was making that up, but I'm not. That is some ridiculous stat line numbers from the freshman. Nevertheless, the UConn leads 15-11, and a nice contested block by Morrow. Church dribbles it up, goes to Morrow. Morrow drives inside, mid-range two. That's off, and that's going to be a rebound right there by Edwards. Mule, or I should say Ducharme brings the ball up. Mule for three. Mule, nothing but nylon from the wing, and UConn has their largest lead of the game as 18-11. Morris drives baseline. Step back two. That's nothing. A little bit of wind might have hit that one. And it's going to be UConn basketball as we'll have a substitution. Morris will be taken out, and number 35 for the Blue Demons, Kendall Holmes, will be coming in. I think one thing you tell from Sonia Morris, she knows the type of game this can be for her, the type of atmosphere that presents itself. Maybe forcing a little too many shots here early on. Doug Bruno want to give her a rest as his team trails by 7. Westbrook with the ball on the wing. Goes inside to Williams, 2. That's off. Edwards with the offensive rebound. Goes to Williams on the corner. Williams drives inside. And there is in the corner a missed 3. And another offensive rebound for UConn. Mule with the ball up top. Westbrook was the one that missed the 3 in the corner. Edwards now with the ball on the wing. Drives inside. That's going to be stripped away by Church. Held brings the ball up. Shot clock is off. DePaul could hold forward the last shot with 22 seconds left. And it appears that's what they're going to do. Hold for the last shot. 10 seconds now. And Church loses it. Williams with the steal. Mule with the ball. She drives up and lays it in for 2. And Mule now has 6 points in the period. And that will be all here. It's 20-11. The Connecticut Huskies lead, going on a 7-0 run the last 2:42. DePaul, 2 of their last 11 shots, and they have 3 turnovers in the last 3 minutes. We're going to go to a quick timeout and be right back for the start of the second period.
Welcome back to the Dog Show. Up next, we have Satchmo. Satchmo is a member of the Shelter Pet Group.
That's right, a group known especially for their couch-snuggling, ball-chasing, face-licking, and, of course, companionship. Now, let's see him in action.
Look how he makes eye contact with his person.
That's actually known as the treat stare.
How intuitive, and now he appears to be excitedly turning in circles.
Ah, the happy dance so common with this group.
But really, the best way to know an amazing shelter pet like Satchmo is to meet one.
Visit theshelterpetproject.org today. Adopt.
Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
1 in 3 adults in America have pre-diabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it. This move's called the reverse shuffle. I do recommend it. And it took me months to learn how to speak in reverse, like this. Years 10 almost for diabetes type 2 with living Ben has mama. In other words, my mom has been living with type 2 diabetes for almost 10 years. So together, we want to say to the 84 million Americans at risk, exercise and healthy eating can help reverse prediabetes. Start by taking a simple 1-minute risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Brought to you by the Ad Council and its pre-diabetes awareness partners.
Bet he can't say that in reverse.
Whoa, long time no see. It's me, the Rock T-shirt in the back of your closet. Dude, remember? You crowd surfed in me, man. But you haven't worn me in like forever. I get it, you're retired, but I still got some rock left in me. So take me to Goodwill, where I can really make a difference.
Your donations to Goodwill create jobs, training programs, and education assistance for people in your community. To find your nearest donation center, go to goodwill.org. Donate stuff, create jobs. A message from Goodwill and the Ad Council.
So I'm a cat, and I just moved in with this new human, and she's got this little toy she's always playing with, all day long. Tap, 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 bloop, bloop. She can't put it down. There it is. Oh, and get this. She even talks to it. Last week, she asked it for Chinese, and guess what? Egg rolls showed up. Like magic. Humans have cool toys.
A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet. Be that person. Adopt. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the ShelterPetProject.org.
You're listening to Division I Big East coverage, live on Radio DePaul Sports, the student voice of your DePaul Blue Demons.
Here for the start of the second period at the Winchester Arena. Jack Thiel, here we got Olivia in the studio as well, so it's not a one-man crew. We got Olivia helping me out as well. As DePaul started off that first period very hot, leading 6-2, and the UConn, I should say, went on an 18-5 run. You know, it's just such a big matchup here in Chicago. We even got the mayor here, Lori Lightfoot, sitting kind of courtside here at the Winchester Arena, right behind the UConn bench. Questions is, does her loyalty remain with the Blue Demons, or is she a UConn fan now? Just all jokes aside, you know. So as here we go, held with the ball on the wing. Up top is Church. Church has nowhere to go. She tries to drive inside, and that's a steal right there for UConn. Ducharme brings the ball up. Kicks it to Williams. Williams with her left hand. The contact short, but she'll be going to the line for 2 free throws. Oh, but Lori Lightfoot, she was an active presence here when the Chicago Sky were making their playoff run in the WNBA Finals. You know, she was here. Patrick Williams, the Chicago Bulls, made appearances. Chance the Rapper made some as well. So, obviously, when you got the Connecticut Huskies in town, people are going to show up. Like I said earlier, this is a good crowd for what is negative wind chills in a game that was scheduled kind of late out of nowhere as Williams hits the first of 2. There's a deal going on for students. They retweeted one of the tweets from, I believe it was the women's basketball account or athletics, that we get VIP treatment today. I'm not sure who won that, but that was one of the promos going on as Williams hits both free throws. Morris back in for the Blue Demons as they trail by 11, their largest deficit of the night. Morris for 3, and she's off. Westbrook with the rebound, pushes up to Ducharme. Ducharme inside to Oduda, and she is fouled from behind. Morrow will be tagged with the foul, and that is her first foul. Sonia Morris having a start of the game she'd like to forget. 1 of 7 from the field, 0 of 2 from the three-point line. So Meal will come in for UConn, and that's for Kristen Williams. Oduda's first free throw is off. And also a good support from the students behind me here at the Winchester Arena. Really showing up for their ladies, knowing that they're a really good basketball team. And you got to have that student support as Oduda misses both free throws. So you could say that was a foul, a good foul. As Rogers with the ball crosses over inside. Draws the foul. No foul, actually. Ooh, a questionable call right there. Morrow inside 4-2 and bullies her way inside the paint. Morrow now with 9 of the 13 Blue Demon points. It seemed what's questionable was Rogers on that drive-in as Oduda is short on the lay-in. Had Oduda leave her feet, and she leaned in to Rogers, and Rogers shot it, but there was no foul called. Morris step back too. That's Cash, and Sonia Morris hits her second basket of the game, and maybe that's what can get the senior going, who averages 18 points a game, as the Blue Demons only trail by 6 now. Morris coming off a 27-point performance against the Xavier Musketeers, as that three is off by Fudd, and now Collier brings the ball up. Morris drives inside. Ooh, she loses it. Carry was not called. Gets the ball back. Held goes to the wing of Rogers. Rogers drives inside. That's blocked. Gets her own rebound. Morrow tries to get it. She loses it. She gets it back. What an effort. Morris on the wing. 2 seconds left on the shot clock. Morris has to throw it up. She did not get it off in time. So a shot clock violation. DePaul tried to stay with it. They fought for multiple loose balls during that possession, but Connecticut defense standing tall. So Mule with the ball up top. Goes inside. Morrow with the steal, and she loses it. Basically got that steal from her knees. Couldn't control the ball. So inside Oduda, and Oduda might have taken 3 steps, but they don't call it, and that's going to be a 2 for the 6'5 senior. Oh, Doug Bruno might lose his mind. That was a very questionable call. As Morris goes inside to Morrow. Morrow step back 2. Nothing but cash. And Morrow now has 11 points. Her game is just so fluent, and she is so calm at the forward position. Inside to Oduda, a mismatch, and she puts it in for 2. And now what we're seeing UConn do is play that pick and roll type of game. Get the 6'5 Oduda on someone else, because Morrow's the only one that's been able to face guard Oduda. No one else has. As Rogers 2 is good. Darian Rogers hits her first shot at mid-range 2 right in front of the free throw line. Inside to Oduda again. Morrow on her. Fudd for 3. Fudd nails the 3. Her first basket of the game, and the Connecticut's lead now back to 10. Both teams now finding their stride on offense. DePaul 4 of their last 4, UConn 3 of their last 3, as the Huskies now have themselves in a 2-3 zone. More of a 3-2 zone at the moment. Lexi held for 3. She hits it. And it is a shooting affair here in the second period. Crowd getting into it, chanting defense. Sonia Morris on the ball handler. Fudd with the ball up top. Goes up top to Oduda. Morrow on her. Goes to Westbrook. Westbrook drives inside. Westbrook lays it in, and that's an offensive foul. A great job by number 4, Kiera Collier. My apologies to junior. Draws the charge, and she'll be taken out as Deja Church comes in. And now for the Huskies, Nelson Oduda and Westbrook will be taken out. Looks like Aliyah Edwards will be coming in alongside Christine Williams. So the Blue Demons trail by 7 with 5 minutes here in the second period. Morris drives inside on the baseline. Step back 2, one-handed. No good. More offensive rebound off the glass, and good. Nisha Morrow, that's all you have to say. A presence down low, as she now has 13 points and 4 rebounds. Mule with the ball up top. DePaul down by 5. They've made 6 of their last 7. Mule drives inside, kicks it to the corner, 4-3. Fudd, that one is off. Morrow with the rebound. Rogers pushes the ball up, hands it off to Morris. And a Morrow trying to post inside, get that ball back outside to Morris. Morris drives inside, step back 2, that's tipped. Held with the rebound. Morrow, corner 3. That's off. And that's a foul on Held. That will be the 3rd team foul by the Blue Demons. As with that being said, we go to a media timeout. The Blue Demons are still in this game as they only trail by 5 behind Anisha Morrow's 13 points and 5 rebounds.
Biking in Chicago is more than just a mode of transportation. It's a lifestyle. It's convenient, affordable, and with 13,000 bike racks, parking is never a problem. But with every reward comes a sidecar of risk. In Chicago, over 1,700 cyclists a year are killed or injured in bike accidents involving motor vehicles. Bike safety is simple. First, become familiar with Chicago bike laws. Know your hand signals and when to use them. Love your brain. Get a bike helmet that fits your noggin and deck it out with a headlamp and some reflective gear for riding at night. Bike at least 3 to 4 feet away from parked cars to avoid being struck by a car door being open. Motorists can do their part too by checking their side view mirrors for bike traffic before exiting their vehicle. Most importantly, remember that we're sharing the road. Looking out for both ourselves and each other is the only way to keep Chicago's roads safe, no matter what your wheels look like. For more information on bike safety in Chicago, visit www.chicagobikes.org. This public service announcement was brought to you by Radio DePaul, Chicago's College Connection.
Rich is just a really good guy. The term good egg isn't enough to describe him. He's also certified organic and free range. Rich puts the cap back on everything. The toothpaste, the olive oil, the shampoo, everything. He lets his 10-year-old nephew beat him at virtual tennis, even though he can straight up slay his 10-year-old nephew in virtual tennis. When the toilet paper is running low, Rich replaces the roll on the actual holder, not just on the back of the toilet. Rich is texting and driving. Rich, no. What are you doing, Rich? I was just telling everyone how great you are. Texting and driving makes good people look bad. Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A public service announcement brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Dad, this is fun. I didn't think I liked kayaking.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it, but I think it's time to head back in.
Okay. Can we come back?
Sure. Hey, be careful getting out of the boat.
It's a kayak, Dad.
I'm gonna return the kayak.
Can we walk home?
How about a taxi?
It's a short fare from your neighborhood to your naturehood. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a neighborhood park or green space near you. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the U.S. Forest Service.
You're listening to Division I Big East coverage, live on Radio DePaul Sports, the student voice of your DePaul Blue Demons.
Here at the Wintrust Arena, thank you for all tuning in. Jack Thiel here calling the game for you. Got Olivia back in the studio. We found out very interesting news about Miss Olivia. We found out that she played against Sonia Morris in AAU basketball. She said that she put 30 points on Sonia Morris and won. Just kidding. Olivia had fond words of Sonia and said that she even crossed her up. So I'm sure Olivia is not fond of Sonia because she got crossed up. But Sonia Morris right now with 4 points, shooting 2 of 10 from the field. That's 20% if you like quick math. As the Blue Demons trail by 5. Game where they've trailed by as much as double digits, but hot shooting from the Blue Demons in the second period has kept them within reach. This is a UConn team that, when they are in the lead, they rarely give up that lead. As Williams shoots a 3, that's off. And Morrow gets the rebound, her 6th. Rogers brings the ball up, pulls it up, 3 up top, and it's good. Darion Rogers, the 5'11 sophomore out of Roselle, Illinois, makes this a 2-point game. Her first 3 of the game, and DePaul now on an 8-0 run. As Williams drives in, that's blocked by Morris. She gets her own block. Williams actually got her own block. She goes up top to Mule. 4 seconds left on the shot clock. Mule throws it up for 3. Mule doesn't hit the rim, and that's a shot clock violation. Air ball chance here at the Wintrust Arena, and I guess when you airball on Gino's team, he's going to call a timeout. So we're going to go to a quick break and be right back as the Blue Demons only down by 2.
When I was little, I didn't talk for a long time. I was sensitive to lights and sounds, so I'd build secret hiding places where they couldn't get in. Sometimes I do the same things over and over, until one day I found out I had autism. My family got me help. Slowly, I learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org/signs. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
You're listening to Division I Big East coverage, live on Radio DePaul Sports, the student voice of your DePaul Blue Demons.
Jack Thiel back after that really quick break. I think Gino really had one thing in mind, and he got that message said. You can kind of hear him from where I'm sitting here, kind of courtside behind the basket. As Rogers, step back three. She hits the three, and DePaul regains the lead at 32-29. Darion Rogers now with 8 points, 2 of 3 from the three-point line. It's an 11-0 run for the Blue Demons. Three, Ducharme, that's off. Held with the rebound. Held, pushes the ball up. Held inside to Mora. Mora off the glass, 4-2, and good. And the Blue Demons are steamrolling, and Morrow tips that one out of bounds into the crowd. And the Wintrust Arena is loving it right now. So UConn will pass the ball out. There's a steal right there by Sonia Morris. Sonia Morris drives in for two off the glass. It is a 15-0 run for the Blue Demons. They now lead by 5. UConn hasn't scored in 4 minutes, and an offensive foul on Mule. Everything going north for the Blue Demons and everything going south for the Huskies here in the second period. Rogers goes inside to Morris. Morris, step back, 2, wet. And they now lead by 7. This is a Blue Demons team that is feeling the energy. Fudd with the ball up top. Has nowhere to go. Goes to Ducharme. Ducharme, spin move. And that's an offensive foul. Ducharme, a little bit of a chicken wing elbow right there. And now it's too much for the officials to let go. This has been a tale of 2 periods. Connecticut took over period 1, and DePaul has taken over period 2. That's on a 19-3 run. Rogers with the ball up top, gives it to Held. Held to Morris on the wing. Morris drives inside, she loses it. Fudd with the steal. Fudd drives in, hands it off to her counterpart Ducharme for 2, and they break the 17-0 run that lasted 4:50. And just like that, a pass across the court. Anisha Morrow records her 17th point of the half. Ducharme goes inside the Westbrook. Collier on Westbrook. Westbrook calling for a screen from Edwards. Uses that screen. Westbrook goes to the corner. Fudd for 3. Fudd is off. Morris with the rebound. 35 and counting seconds left. Morris pulls up 3. That one is good. Sonya Morris now with 11 points. And she is making this a statement game, not just for herself, but this Lady Blue Demons team. Now there's 14 left on the clock. Fudd, mid-range 2. That one's off, and that's going to be a foul on the ground, a loose ball foul by the Blue Demons with 10 seconds left. DePaul has made 7 of their last 7. They are on a 21-2 run Morris and Morrow are combining for 27 points and only 2 turnovers. So Williams with the ball, 5 seconds left. 4, 3, Williams drives in, 4-2, the layup is short. Rogers with the rebound, and that's gonna be it for the first half here at the Wintrust Arena. The Blue Demons lead 40-31, looking for their first ranked win at home. Olivia's going to take over halftime. We'll be right back in about 15 minutes. And welcome back to the second half of this terrific basketball game between the UConn Connecticut Huskies and the DePaul Blue Demons. The Blue Demons lead 42-35. We came back a little late. Nothing too extreme as Mule drives in. Underhand is short. Morrow with the rebound and gives it to Morris. Connecticut has 4 points in this third period as DePaul has 2. And that's why DePaul leads 42-35. They went into, they went into halftime with the lead. And here they are now up by 7. Kristen Williams brings the ball up. 8 minutes left in this third period. Once again, Jack Theo here calling the action. Just me. I'm chilling out here. And that one's rebounded by Uhas. Uhas goes to Mule in the wing. Oduda inside. Oduda for misses. Left it a little short as Church inside for 2. That's too much, but she was fouled from behind by Ducharme. And now it'll be 2 free throws for Deja Church. And once again, thank you all for tuning in. If you're listening to this game, that means you're not watching the Bulls game. So if you chose us over the Bulls tonight, we really do appreciate that. So Church will shoot 2 free throws. It's quiet. And she makes it. I feel like teachers in school, like in more like the elementary or middle school, would love this type of silence in some of their classes, as quick as this gets, as she makes the second one as well. I mean, if these free throws, whenever the person's about to shoot the ball, it is dead silent in 1 second. It is pretty cool, I'm not going to lie, as the Blue Demons lead by 9. Williams goes to Mule on the wing. Nowhere to go up top for 3. That one's off the back rim. Oduda with the offensive rebound. She'll bring it back up. Mule goes inside, and that's going to be an easy 2 for Dorka Uhas as I just got hit with the basketball. It rolled and hit my foot. Maybe you saw me on TV. But as the Blue Demons lead is now trimmed to 7. Lexi held mid-range 2. That one is off. And Oduda will get the rebound. Williams inside for 2. Off the glass and 1 for number 13. And she lets the Wintrust Arena know about it. Kristen Williams now with 10 points, shooting 50% from the field. She's missed the last 3 games with COVID, and here she is tonight providing a spark for her Huskies. Williams out of Little Rock, Arkansas. And the and 1 free throw is good. That just tells you the type of recruiter Gino is. A guy that coaches a team in Connecticut is able to get recruits from all the way Little Rock, Arkansas. That's just incredible. As Morris's jumper is off. Uhas inside to Ducharme. Ducharme off the glass for 2. And just like that, it's a 2-point game. And Dog Bruno calls timeout. So we're going to stay right here. Came back a little late, so we'll take some time away from the ad for now. So earlier we had a trivia question. We're going to say it one more time. By the end of this third period, we're going to let you know what the answer is as the dance team goes dancing. The question was, how long of a losing streak is DePaul on? And the bonus part of that was, When was the last time DePaul beat UConn? And Olivia, I know you're listening. You can also participate if you would like. Tweet at RDP Sports at our Twitter page or use the hashtag RDP Sports. But like I said, Olivia, you can more than welcome to participate. Just don't blow it for everyone, please. And we will reveal the answer at the end of the third period. And you know what the big prize is? You get the question right. That's the number one prize for you. And we've done some negotiations, and we'll say a shout out on air as well. So Doug Bruno cannot be pleased with his team as UConn is on a 7-0 run the last 47 seconds, and DePaul has failed to record a field goal in the last 2:31. It was all DePaul in that second period, but I mean, when you have one, if not the greatest coach in women's college basketball, your leads might not stay for a while. And for DePaul, they are only up by 2. They outscored the Huskies 29-11 in that second period. The Huskies already have 11 points with 6:30 to go here in the third period. And they've really been led by Williams and Uhas, combining for 9 of those 11 points, shooting 4 of 6 from the field. And don't forget about Anisha Morrow. Anisha Morrow on today so far, 19 points and 8 rebounds. 2 rebounds away from another double-double. The question is, can she record her third straight 30-point, 15-rebound game? She's 11 points away and 7 rebounds away. We'll see if she can continue that impressive streak, as she is one of the most impressive freshmen/players in the country. And an interesting fact, actually, about Anisha Morrow was that she was featured in a Nike commercial back then when she was at Simeon, saying that she wanted to be the first athlete or the first woman to be in the NBA. I learned about this today, actually. This is all true. It was a 30-second commercial that Nike did, and she was a feature on it, one of the features on it. So I thought that was a pretty little interesting note that Anisha Morrow, maybe if, basketball didn't work out, she could be a TV star, but I'm pretty sure for this freshman, the WNBA is pretty much right there for her, especially if she keeps playing like this. She's impressive on and off the court. On the court, obviously, with the double-doubles, and off the court with the grades. And I feel like Morrow I think she's used to producing as a freshman. She was on the state championship team for Simeon when she was the freshman at point guard. There she is now basically playing the center role. So Morris will drive inside. She is swatted away by Uhas. Oh, my goodness. Only needed one hand for that one. And if the ref wasn't there, that ball would have went in about 2 or 3 rows back. So it'll be DePaul basketball. Inside the Morrow. Morrow drives in, throws that up, and it's good. I guess when you have every game you've played since December 3rd and it's a double-double, some of those shots are going to go in for you, as now she has 21 points. Duda up top. She drives inside. She loses it. Collier gets the ball. Collier, bounce pass. Morrow blocked. That was actually just a straight pass, no bounce, but blocked out of bounds. It'll still be DePaul basketball. UConn has recorded 2 blocks in their last 2 defensive possessions, as Morrow gives it to Morris up top. Lexi Held on the wing. Lexi Held drives to her right, loses the basketball. Williams with the steal. Williams has a clear takeaway, and that's easy for her. A 2-point basket for the senior. Morris with it up top, goes off the screen of Morrow. Morris for 3. That one's off. Morrow tips it, but into the hands of Uhas. Uhas goes to Williams. That one's a little too much on that one, and that'll be out of bounds. DePaul basketball. We hope you are nice, warm, and cozy listening to today's game. Very chilly outside today. The 7 seconds I spent outside of my Uber walking to the Wintrust Arena were very miserable for me. As Rogers drives inside, the floater is good. Darion Rogers floats that one in. So Mule will put the pressure on, bring the ball up. Odudo with the ball. Goes to Uhas. Uhas for three. That one's off. Morrow with the rebound. Swings her hair and swings her elbows. And that'll be a foul on Ducharme. And we have a timeout here. The Blue Demons still lead 48-44.
When I was little, I didn't talk for a long time. I was sensitive to lights and sounds, so I built secret hiding places where they couldn't get in. Sometimes I do the same things over and over, until one day I found out I had autism. My family got me help. Slowly, I learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org/signs. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
Dad, this is fun. I didn't think I'd like kayaking.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it, but I think it's time to head back in.
Okay. Can we come back?
Sure. Hey, be careful getting out of the boat.
It's a kayak, Dad.
I'm gonna return the kayak.
Can we walk home?
How about a taxi?
It's a short fare from your neighborhood to your naturehood. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a neighborhood park or green space near you. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the U.S. Forest Service.
Listen, as a hiring manager, I've got to tell you, the best job candidate isn't always the typical candidate. Sometimes they're a grad of life.
Meet the grads of life. Young adults of unique determination and experience, an ideal fit for your company in an entry-level position, internship, or mentorship. They might not have every qualification you typically look for, but they're exactly who your company needs.
Sometimes the best candidates aren't the ones you're used to.
Go to gradsoflife.org to learn how to find, cultivate, and train this great pool of untapped talent. Brought to you by the Ad Council and gradsoflife.org.
You're listening to Division I Big East coverage, live on Radio DePaul Sports, the student voice of your DePaul Blue Demons.
Jack Thiel alongside Jude calling tonight's game as the Blue Demons lead 48-44. We're throwing shirts here at the Wintrust Arena. No, I didn't get one, or a basketball. I might have to talk with the department about this, but nevertheless, the Blue Demons lead by 4. So we're going to go over the trivia question now while we have some time. So once again, the question was, when was the last time, or what is the losing streak DePaul is on against UConn, and what was the year against that when they got that last win? So the answer was they are on a 19-game losing streak to UConn, and their last win was in 1983, which was the first matchup between the two teams. I'm going to ask Olivia in our studio. Olivia, what was your answer if you had one? Olivia was wrong. She said 10. A little off. There have been 10 meetings since 2013, and UConn has been ranked in the top 3 for all of those, besides tonight. This is the lowest they're ranked, I believe, in 15 years in the matchup against the Blue Demons. There's a 3. Collier misses it. That'll be out of bounds on Mule. And we want to thank you for tuning in. That was Jack's Trivia for DePaul women's basketball. Be back for next Friday, or this Friday, when they face off against the St. John Red Storm. As Roger step back 3. That one's in and out. Uhas with the rebound. Westbrook brings the ball up. So if you're doing nothing Friday night, come on and cheer on your Lady Blue Demons here at the Wintrust Arena. Mule for 3. Nothing but nylon for number 10. And now it's a 1-point game. Morris on the wing. Morrow's trying to make herself position down low. Nevertheless, Morris will go to her signature mid-range 2 and hits it. game is going to go down to the wire, it seems like, as Oduda has the ball on the free throw line. That's off of Held's hand, and it'll be a baseline pass for the Huskies. And the men's, they will play here Saturday against UConn. UConn ranked in the top 20. That'll be a great game as well. That's also going to be alumni night at the Wintrust Arena. And just like that, Fudd has given the Huskies the lead with a corner three. Actually, tie game. My apologies. It's a tie game. 50 all here at the Wintrust Arena. But nevertheless, it's a brand new ball game. And it looks like Morrow, I believe, got fouled, or she did foul. Actually, they're going to call a 3-second violation on her. There was some contact between Oduda and Morrow. Oduda's all right, but Morrow is on the ground at the moment. And she's moving around. She does have a lot of tape on her one leg, so you might wonder if something, maybe a knee-to-knee connection on the injury or something. As you can see, the athletic trainer is testing that leg out with that's wrapped and taped. Still on the ground. She's 21 points, 9 rebounds. She gets up, and she's going to need a little assistance walking back to the bench. Actually, they're going to go straight to the locker room here. Anisha Morrow leads the team in points and rebounds, and now what is a tie game. This might be crucial for the Blue Demons. You know, a game that's already missing one of the, arguably the best player in college basketball, Paige Beckers, is now missing right at the moment one of the best freshmen in the country, in Anisha Morrow. As Lexi Held gets the steal, goes to Morris, the mid-range two is off. Oduo with the rebound. She goes to Westbrook. And now things are getting a little physical and chippy here. Both teams really being the aggressor. Dud drives inside. Dud mid-range two. That's good. And the Huskies lead once again. Their first lead since the second period, where they led 29-27. Held. Goes to her left hand behind the back. Almost loses it. Goes to Rogers up top. Rogers, who's 2 for 3 from the three-point line. That's going to be a reach-in foul by number 20, Nelson Odua. How is Doug Bruno going to navigate throughout this injury? As the question remains until we see Morrow come back in, if she does. So we just, if anything, we just hope everything goes well. Morris goes to Held. Held for three. Off. Mule with the rebound. Mule will push it up the court. Defense chance throughout the Wintrust Arena. Mule goes to Uhas. Uhas looking for a counterpart in Mule. Mule up top. Goes to Odua. Mismatch for Uhas. Uhas with the ball off the glass and good. Uhas now with 8 points and 10 rebounds on the game, and it's 54-50. Held pulls up wing three. Oh, that one is good. The rainbow three goes in for the sharpshooting senior. That's her second three of the night, her 8th point as well, and it's only a 1-point lead for the Huskies. Mule with it up top. Goes to Uhas. Uhas goes inside to Odua. That's off. Mule retrieves it on the baseline. That's stolen, and DePaul gets the ball back. And Mule is now shaken up down low. DePaul has numbers. As Mule makes her way back. Collier with a three. That's no good. Westbrook with the rebound. Looks like a potential wrist injury for Mule. Williams is ready to check in at the scores table, and now the refs are going to call a timeout. You can see that she's in a lot of pain. Williams is going to come in for her as there's 30 seconds left here in the third period. We're not going to break. It's just a injury, kind of like injury timeout. Just a quick substitution so she can come in. So we'll see the story on that one, but Kristen Williams will come in for her. So 30 seconds left. UConn will at least take one shot. (54-53). UConn leads. Williams inside. Ooh, short on the lay-in. Rogers with the rebound, pushes it up. Deja Church with the ball. 13 seconds. Doug Bruno points out number one because he wants the last shot. 6 seconds left. 5 seconds left. Morris drives in. She is fouled with 3 seconds left. Morris, who has 12 points, 6 of 18 from the field. They are not in the bonus yet, so this would just be on the ground and a pass out of the baseline. Two seconds left. Church is going to have to throw it up for three. That one is off the back rim. So we're going to head into the fourth period. The Blue Demons trail 54-53. Don't go anywhere. What could be the most exciting period this year for the DePaul women's basketball.
I'm a champion, realize Shaq's mechanism. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Hi, Shaquille O'Neal for Rad. This is not your normal PSA. Don't be stupid. Don't drink and drive. If you're gonna go out and have a good time, it's fine. But designate a driver to drive home. Let's stop the madness. Don't drink and drive.
A public service announcement brought to you by the U.S. Department of Transportation, RAD, the National Association of Broadcasters, and the Ad Council.
Biking in Chicago is more than just a mode of transportation. It's a lifestyle. It's convenient, affordable, and with 13,000 bike racks, parking is never a problem. But with every reward comes a sidecar of risk. In Chicago, over 1,700 cyclists a year are killed or injured in bike accidents involving motor vehicles. Bike safety is simple. First, become familiar with Chicago bike laws. Know your hand signals and when to use them. Love your brain. Get a bike helmet that fits your noggin and deck it out with a headlamp and some reflective gear for riding at night. Bike at least 3 to 4 feet away from parked cars to avoid being struck by a car door being open. Motorists can do their part too by checking their side view mirrors for bike traffic before exiting their vehicle. Most importantly, remember that we're sharing the road. Looking out for both ourselves and each other is the only way to keep Chicago's roads safe, no matter what your wheels look like. For more information on bike safety in Chicago, visit www.chicagobikes.org. This public service announcement was brought to you by Radio DePaul, Chicago's College Connection.
Welcome back to the Dog Show. Up next, we have Satchmo. Satchmo is a member of the Shelter Pet group.
That's right, a group known especially for their couch-snuggling, ball-chasing, face-licking, and, of course, companionship. Now, let's see him in action.
Look how he makes eye contact with his person.
That's actually known as the treat stare.
How intuitive, and now he appears to be excitedly turning in circles.
Ah, the happy dance so common with this group.
But really, the best way to know an amazing shelter pet like Satchmo is to meet one.
Visit theshelterpetproject.org today. Adopt.
Brought to you by Maddie's Fund, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Ad Council.
Whoa, long time no see. It's me, the Rock t-shirt in the back of your closet. Dude, remember? You crowd surfed in me, man. But you haven't worn me in like forever. I get it, you're retired, but I still got some rock left in me. So take me to Goodwill, where I can really make a difference.
Your donations to Goodwill create jobs, training programs, and education assistance for people in your community. To find your nearest donation center, go to goodwill.org. Donate stuff. Create jobs. A message from Goodwill and the Ad Council.
You're listening to Division I Big East coverage, live on Radio DePaul Sports, the student voice of your DePaul Blue Demons.
The fourth period starts, and Anisha Morrow makes her return as she draws a foul, and we'd be going to the line for 2 free throws. Talk about heart, talk about a warrior. Anisha Morrow is showing that right now. So Morrow, who needs one more rebound to get a double-double, shooting 2 free throws as they trail by 1. She hits the first one. And Morrow hits both. That's one way to make your return to the game, is hit both of the free throws that gave your team an early lead in the fourth period. Defense chance start here at the Wintrust Arena. But nevertheless, this is a UConn team that is battle-tested and is very comfortable in these type of positions, as Fudd hits her mid-range shot. Fudd has hit some clutch shots on the day. She has 10 points, 4 of 8 from the field, as Deja Church goes to Rogers on the wing, and that one's in and out. Morrow gets the offensive rebound. She loses it, but she is fouled by down low. It appears to be, that's going to be number 20 for the Huskies, Olivia Nelson Adua. So Collier comes in for Church, and Ducharme comes in for Odua. Morrow passes it to Held. Held, corner three, off. Ducharme with the rebound. Ducharme goes to Westbrook. And that's a charge by Fudd. Once again, that elbow extends a little bit too much and causes them a turnover. That's the 15th turnover by the Huskies. Held on the wing with the basketball. Uses Morrow as a screen. Goes inside to Morrow. Morrow inside. She's blocked by Fudd, I should say. Fudd saves it. Williams inside. Corner. Westbrook kicks it out to Williams. Williams drives in outside to Westbrook, and she swishes down the three. Sometimes as a broadcaster, we misinterpret or missay the words, but Fudd had the steal and kept that play alive as Morris misses the three. Williams with the rebound. She brings the ball up as the Huskies lead by 4. Corner, Ducharme, wing, Westbrook, three, good! Actually, that will be Fudd on the three, and Doug Bruno wants a timeout as his team trails by 7, and UConn is on an 8-0 run. We'll be right back.
Dad, this is fun. I didn't think I liked kayaking.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it, but I think it's time to head back in.
Okay. Can we come back?
Sure. Hey, be careful getting out of the boat.
It's a kayak, Dad.
I'm gonna return the kayak.
Can we walk home?
How about a taxi?
It's a short fare from your neighborhood to your naturehood. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a neighborhood park or green space near you. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the U.S. Forest Service.
You're listening to Division I Big East coverage, live on Radio DePaul Sports, the student voice of your DePaul Blue Demons.
(62-55), the Huskies lead after DePaul was leading in the beginning of this period. 2 free throws by Anisha Morrow gave the Blue Demons a lead, but ever since those free throws, it's been all UConn so far. I guess it's run number 2 of throwing T-shirts to the crowd. No one can have enough T-shirts, I guess. So as Doug Bruno tries to coach his team, a lot of time left, down by 7. But this is a hard team to come back against. UConn, like I mentioned earlier, very battle-tested in this area. For Jack Thiel, we have Olivia in the studio. It's just me calling the game. I can't remember the last time I called a game by myself. I'm pretty sure it was a women's basketball game at my high school. Obviously, this one's more entertaining than that one, but just saying. That's probably the last time I called a game by myself, and I'm starting to question how there are things called a one-man Broadway show. Seems to be very hard to do. So credit to those people who do that. We're having a good time here, as the next time we'll have a game available for you will be this Friday, as the women Blue Demons will face off against the St. John Red Storm. I will be calling that game. I'm sure I'll have a color commentary partner alongside me as well. But tune in for that. It's going to be a great matchup as that game will take place at 6 o'clock. Once again, 6 o'clock against the St. John's Red Storm. And you can listen to that game here on the Radio DePaul Sports app or website. And if you like listening to me, you'll be able to hear me again. If you don't like to listen to me, then email Olivia, and she'll have to replace me then. So just some stat checks. Anisha Morrow has recorded herself another double-double. She stands at 23 points and 10 rebounds. So Rogers with the ball up top, down by 7. Sonia Morris goes to held on the wing. A zone here by the Huskies. One way to beat the zone is you got to go inside or get the ball inside specifically. As Rogers goes outside to Collier for 3. She hits the 3. A big shot by the junior as DePaul trails by 4. Ice in the veins here early in the fourth period. Uhas dribbles it. Oh, there's a cutting Fudd, and she banks it in for 2. Held brings the ball back up. A quick pace here between the two teams. Held off the glass. The underhand is good. Both teams trading baskets at the moment. Westbrook brings the ball up. Westbrook calms things down and let the offense set. Williams with the ball up top. Goes to Uhas. Uhas drives inside. Mid-range 2. Too much on it. Rogers with the rebound. She brings the ball up. Rogers goes to Morris. Morris for 3. She hits the 3, and DePaul trails by 1. Sonia Morris, a senior, showing up and hitting big shots. And there's an offensive foul by Williams. And now things are turning here at the Wintrust Arena. Williams had a couple of words there for the official about that charge, but nevertheless, that's going to be the first turnover by Williams, the first foul by Williams, and DePaul has a chance to take a lead on this offensive possession as Odua and Mule will come in for the Huskies for Uhas and Fudd. Collier goes to held. Held inside to Morrow. She loses it. Odua with the steal. Westbrook brings the ball up. Westbrook with it on the DePaul Blue Demon logo. Goes to the Wintrust Arena logo. Williams with the ball on the wing. Williams goes inside to Odua. Odua inside. And she's traveled. There was going to be a foul called on the shot, but she didn't dribble, and she walked. So another turnover by the Huskies, and DePaul with another chance to take the lead. Morris has 15. You feel like she's going to have to make another big shot. Morris drives inside. Up. She is fouled by Ducharme, and she'll be going to the line for 2 free throws. Sonia Morris, the senior, all Big East honors to start off the year. One of Doug Bruno's best products as she ties the game with the first free throw. And Morris hits both, and the Blue Demons regain the lead, 65-64. And there is another violation. 5-second violation. Connecticut could not get the ball out. And it'll be DePaul's basketball. 3 straight costly turnovers for UConn. Morris with the ball. Morris drives in. Steps back but does not shoot it. Goes to Rogers up top. Rogers dribbles a little bit, goes inside for 2. That one rolls in, and the Blue Demons lead by 3. DePaul now applying a press. Mule bringing the ball up. She holds things back and let the offense set. Goes inside to Ducharme. Ducharme, step back, 3. That's off the back iron. Morrow with the rebound, her 11th of the game. Morris will bring the ball up. Morris hands it off to Rogers. Rogers, a deep 3. That one's off the front rim. Morris, the offensive rebound. Goes up top to Held. 5 minutes and counting. Blue Demons lead by 3. Up top to Morris. Morris, step back. Holds it. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Nowhere to go. Goes to Collier up top. Collier drives in. Spin. 2. That one in and out. And Odua will get the rebound. Westbrook will bring the ball up. 4:40 left. A 2-minute and 43-second scoring drought for the Huskies. A 12-2 run for DePaul the last 3:05. Odua, nowhere to go. Hands it off to Mule. Mule drives inside. The underhand rolls in for 2. A big shot by the 5'10 sophomore. It is now a 1-point game. Held, cross move, mid-range, 2. Oh, so pretty. She looks like Mick Jagger out there. 69-66, the Blue Demons lead. Ducharme drives in for 2 off the glass. A back and forth scoring affair we have in the 4th period. Held on the wing. Dribbles up. Uses a screen to Morrow. Inside of Morrow. Morrow to her left hand. That's no good. Offensive rebound. Steps back and hits the 2. Anisha Morrow, 25 points and 12 rebounds, and extends to the DePaul lead to 3 with 3:28 and counting left. Ducharme with the ball up top. Goes to Westbrook. Ducharme off the screen. Ducharme drives in for 2. That's a blocking foul on Collier, so that'll be 2 free throws for Caroline Ducharme, the 6'2 freshman out of Milton, Massachusetts. We'll have some substitutions. Deja Church will come in for Rogers, and it looks like Dorka Uhas will come in for Odua. Big free throws, 3:15. DePaul leads by 3. She misses the first one. Unfortunately, there is no, if you miss both free throws in the last quarter/period, you get free Portillos, but she makes the second one anyways. So it's 71-69. Doug Bruno with a stern look on his face, trying to give his team a signature win, trying to outcoach one of the greatest women basketball coaches of all time. Collier for 3. That one's off. Morrow offensive rebound, and she is fouled by Uhas, and Morrow goes to the line for 2 free throws. I'll tell you one thing, if Anisha Morrow wants that basketball, she's going to get it. Morrow on the day, 3 of 3 from the free throw line, 11 of 17 from the field, 25 points, 13 rebounds. She has 2 straight games with 30 points and 15 rebounds. The first one is good. So Anisha Morrow has us now at a 3-point lead. Can she extend it to a 2-possession game? She can. And Anisha Morrow is now hobbling to the sideline. You wonder, actually, no, she's going to stay in. So a little of a limp from Anisha Morrow, but she's going to stay in the game. Rogers comes back in for the Blue Demons. Mule brings the ball up for the Huskies under 3 minutes to go. DePaul up by 4. Mule goes inside to Ducharme. Ducharme spin move, underhand, and good. She wants some butter with that roll right there. as she cuts the deficit to 2. You got to wonder who's going to miss the next shot. Both teams are on fire from the field. Morris goes across to Collier. Collier across to Morris. Morris, corner 3. That's off. Morrow with another offensive rebound for 2. Misses, and a rebound by Fudd. Fudd brings the ball up. Fudd drives in. Corner, Ducharme for the lead. She hits the 3. Ducharme gives Connecticut a 74-73 lead with 2 minutes left in the 4th period. Morris fakes it, step back, 2. She hits the 2, and DePaul retakes the lead. Oh my goodness. It is a wild one here on Wednesday night. Williams drives inside. She is fouled and the basket. Kristen Williams. What an authoritative basket, as it looked like she got hit on the head, but she's able to lay that one in for 2, and now UConn leads 76-75. These refs are getting a good workout, these players are getting a good workout, and my voice is getting a good workout with this non-stop action here tonight. So Williams at the line. She has 15 points, 3 of 3 from the line. This is up, and it's off. And an offensive rebound by Aldua, and UConn keeps the basketball. What a huge play by the 6'5" forward. DePaul needing a stop. They trail by 1. Mule with the ball up top. Nowhere to go. She goes to Ducharme, and that's a foul. Looks like maybe a reach on Held. Both teams a little, not too far, but not really that close to the bonus. So actually DePaul is in the bonus. My apologies. UConn needs 2 more fouls to be in the bonus. Williams with the ball, goes to Ducharme, back to Williams inside. Williams for 2, and it's good. UConn leads by 3. Up top to Rogers with a minute left, down by 3. Who's going to make the play for the Blue Demons? Morris's 2 is off. Williams with the rebound. A potential dagger could be on the way. Mule brings the ball up. And that is a timeout by UConn. Woo! We are going to stay right here at the Wintrust Arena as UConn leads 78-75. They have made their last 6 shots from the field, and Christina Williams has been that type of player for the UConn Huskies. She has 4 points, but those 4 points have come here in the last minute. Seemed like DePaul had a nice control of this game, but you can never sleep on a team coached by Gino. Never can. DePaul was up 73-69 with 3 minutes left. Now they trail by 3. We will rock you playing throughout this beautiful facility in the Wintrust Arena that hosts the men's and women's of DePaul basketball and your most recent WNBA champions, the Chicago Sky. And now Mo Bamba is playing throughout the arena. Mo Bamba was a pretty not good song back in the day, about like 4 years ago. I felt pretty old for saying that. I'm only 21, I'm not going to lie. I really felt like I was like 30 when I said that. Nevertheless, we're back in the action. Aldua hands it off to Mule, and there's a foul. Looks like that's by Collier. So UConn not in the bonus yet. They need 1 more foul. Once again, these ladies return to action this Friday against St. John's. 4 of the 5 starters for DePaul. 4 of the 5 starters for both teams are in the double digits. Anisha Morrow with the steal, and she is fouled by Odua. And if that is on her, that should be her 5th foul. I could be wrong, though. And that is her 5th foul, and she has fouled out of the game. So UConn loses their tallest player. And now UHAS will come in as Morrow has 1. She has 2 shots, actually. The first one is good. 28 points for the freshman out of Simeon High School. She also has 14 rebounds. Second free throw, no good. UHAS gets a rebound and calls a timeout. Once again, we're going to stay right here. UConn leads 78-76, 43 seconds left on the clock, 30 seconds obviously on the shot clock. UConn is going to have to shoot the ball at least once. So a stop here by DePaul could set themselves up, but a score by UConn can almost be a dagger to DePaul's plans of upsetting these Huskies. Anisha Morrow leads the way with points and rebounds, 28 points and 14 rebounds, shooting an efficient 11 of 8 from the field and 6 of 7 from the free throw line. On the other side, it's been a healthy dose of Kristen Williams and Caroline Ducharme combining for 35 or 34 points. They are shooting 2 of 6 from the three-point line. Interesting thing to note, Ducharme has 4 fouls. 1 more foul and she's out. So here we go. UHAS passes the ball out. Goes to Fudd up top. Fudd takes everything slow, gives it to Meal. Meal with the ball up top. Meal, spin move, has nowhere to go. Collier on her, drives inside, and she travels. And Gino Ariamoa is upset and livid. He is jumping up and down with anger as DePaul will have the basketball. We're going to another timeout, but we're going to stay here. DePaul's going to have the basketball with 24 seconds left. A 2 ties the game. A 3 wins the game. The question is, does Doug Bruno decide to go for the last shot, or does he give his team a chance to score early and play defense in case they do miss it, the foul? That's the question that remains to be answered. Once again, for everybody tuning in, hope you all are safe and warm inside your houses or apartments. Jack Thiel here alongside you. We got Olivia in the studio doing a great job overall. Does a great job for the studio and as a whole. Our live game quarterback coordinator, as Olivia had a nice reaction to what I just said. I appreciate that. Olivia's kind of rude to me sometimes, so I appreciate that. Well, we appreciate everything that Olivia does, especially for on the broadcasting aspect, making our schedules and making things easier for us, allowing us to, give you a radio broadcast of these basketball games here tonight. And we are not done yet. We still have a healthy dose of basketball games left. Men's play on Saturday against UConn. That is Alumni Day. So if you're a fan of DePaul basketball, I'd like to see some alumni. I have a pretty, strong take that Mark Aguirre might be here. I'm just saying he might. I don't know. That might be a possibility. So 23 seconds left. DePaul leads by 2. Lexi held with the ball up top. What will happen? We will find out. No action at the moment. This could be a last shot. Morrow inside. Morrow spin move. In for 2. She is fouled. The basket is no good. She is fouled, and she will go to the line for 2 free throws with 8.6 seconds left on the clock. Morrow missed her first free throw, her last free throw. So Morrow a chance here to tie the game. The first one is good. Morrow now with 29 points on the day. The freshman with poise. playing like a grad senior. The second free throw is good. A tie game, timeout, UConn. And the Wintrust Arena, we've got the crowd standing up for this last 8.6 seconds. Oh my goodness. What a game it's been between these two teams. 78-78. UConn shooting 58% from the field. DePaul shooting 43% from the field. UConn shooting 50% from the free throw line, but DePaul shooting a healthy 92% from the three-point line. Talk about a great game. This game wasn't scheduled until last week. We have negative wind chills outside. I mean, this is totally worth the cold. So here we go. Interesting thing to note, Connecticut has the possession arrow pointing towards them in case there is a jump ball. They are going to pass the ball out. It's Mule, Williams, Uhas, Ducharme, and Fudd. Collier held, Morris, Rogers, and Morrow for the Blue Demons. Goes up top the Mule. 6 seconds left. Ducharme. She drives inside. In for two. She hits the basket. 1.5 left on the clock. They're going to check the clock. So officials time out. UConn leads 80-78 for right now. 1.5 left on the clock. DePaul has no timeouts, but the poise by the freshman Carolyn Ducharme driving in on Morrow and laying it off the glass for the go-ahead basket. What a freshman showcase we have here at the Wintrust Arena. And Ducharme and Morrow, two freshmen combining for 49 points and 18 rebounds. UConn also has made 7 of their last 7. The question here is, you cannot advance the ball if you're DePaul. How do you approach this? It looks like 1.5 will be the remaining time. Actually, 1.6. They add a point of a second back on the clock. Is there a miracle at the Wintrust Arena? What type of play did Doug Bruno draw up for his ladies as Collier will pass the ball out? Morrow inside, half-court heave for the win, and she's off. Got a open half-court shot but couldn't hit it as the Huskies escape with an 80-78 victory. Wow, what a game by both sides here. Unfortunately, one team had to lose. Both teams played amazing basketball. But at the end of the day, the Huskies prevail, and they win 80-78. For Jack Field and Olivia back in the studio, tune in on Friday as once again these Lady Blue Demons return to action against the St. John Red Storm. You can listen to that game or listening to tonight's ball game. So once again, for Jack Field alongside Olivia in the studio, hope you have a great night and stay warm, everybody.